Tonight on Southwest Local News. 26-year-old Terang man arrested following a shooting. 3 injured in Grasmere crash at 10:30 a.m. this morning. Lismore grass fire brought under control outside of township. And in sport, Brodie Couch lands a career highlight on the weekend.
Live from Silver Ball Studios in Warrnambool, this is Southwest Local News with Sharna Rogers.
Good evening and welcome to Southwest Local News. Armed Crime Squad detectives have charged a man following a shooting in Cobden last week. The 26-year-old was arrested with the assistance of the Special Operations Group outside an address in Terang on Friday afternoon. Detectives seized ammunition and a taser following the execution of a warrant and subsequent search of the Swanston Street property. The Cobden man has been charged with intentionally and recklessly cause injury, reckless conduct, endanger serious injury, use of firearm contrary to firearm prohibition order, prohibited person possess firearm, possess ammunition and prohibited weapon. The Cobden man has been charged with intentionally and recklessly cause injury, reckless conduct, endanger serious injury, use firearm contrary to firearm prohibition order, prohibited person possess firearm, possess ammunition and prohibited weapon, commit indictable offence whilst on bail and driving whilst disqualified. He was remanded to appear in Warrnambool Magistrates Court on the 15th of May. The charges follow an investigation into an incident on Tuesday, January the 20th, where a woman was found injured at a Mitchell Street home in Cobden about 6 p.m. 33-year-old woman was treated for a non-life-threatening gunshot injury. Those involved are known to one another. 3 people were injured after an accident in Grasmere at 10:30 a.m. this morning. Advanced life support, mobile intensive care ambulance and specialist air ambulance paramedics responded to the scene. The male driver and sole occupant of one of the trucks has been airlifted to hospital with life-threatening injuries. 2 male occupants from the second truck, the driver and passenger, were transported by road in a stable condition. The exact circumstances around the collision will be investigated. The township of Lismore is breathing easier today after an out-of-control fire heading its way yesterday had a late alteration of its direction thanks to a wind change. The grass fire was brought under control by early this morning. The fight to put the fire out was fought from the air and on the ground, with 62 appliances battling the blaze. The wind change hit around 8 p.m, ensuring the safety of the Lismore township. An emergency relief centre has been set up by Corangamite Shire Council in Derrinallum, but was shut down when the risk to Lismore was downgraded. Council said it would continue to work with the CFA and be guided by in its efforts to keep the community safe.
The day was the risk, and it had been from the word get-go, and then to put fire in the landscape, and it went pretty hard, and then with the heat out in the field and the wind, we had a lot of trouble with firefighter fatigue, and we had a few people with heat stroke and the like, and now we've got the ongoing issue with fatigue and impact of the community. And of course, a lot of the firefighters that go to these events are local, so a lot of them will have been impacted them personally themselves and their communities, so they're trying to do CFA stuff, CFA business, and as well as look after their own family and friends and business wellbeing.
Police arrested a 54-year-old man after several people were stabbed in Warrnambool on Monday. It's alleged the man of no fixed address assaulted a 39-year-old woman and a 42-year-old man on Wanstead Street about 3:30 p.m. A 39-year-old man heard the altercation and came to the aid of the victims when he was allegedly stabbed. The trio ran to a Wolls Avenue home where the 66-year-old occupant confronted the offender and was also stabbed. Police attended and arrested the alleged offender at the scene. He was taken to hospital for treatment to unrelated injuries when he remains under police guard. 2 of the victims were taken to hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. A driver has allegedly blown more than double the limit after a car crash in Terang early hours of Sunday morning. Police responded to multiple 000 calls reporting a car had crashed into a house on High Street about 3 a.m. Officers from Warrnambool and Camperdown arrived at the property to find the alleged driver still on the scene. Fortunately, both the alleged driver and people home at the time were not injured. It is alleged the driver, a 19-year-old Borken man holding a probationary licence, provided an evidentiary breath test reading of 0.132. His licence was immediately suspended and he's expected to be charged on summons with driving and drink driving offences. The house sustained extensive damage, requiring a building assessor to attend later today. A 55-year-old Warrnambool man had his vehicle impounded on Saturday night. Highway Patrol members intercepted the man and found him to be disqualified from driving. He also refused to undergo a preliminary breath test. The man will be summoned to court and will have to pay $1,650.50 to get his vehicle released from impound. The Croy Truck Show proved it is as tough as the vehicles it displays, beating tough conditions to shine over the long weekend. Temperatures nearing 40 degrees on Saturday did not stop the event from taking place at Victoria Park. A steady stream of people came through the gates throughout the day to see the impressive array of trucks and cars on show. One of the highlights of the day was the Motor X performances, which proved a fan favourite. Another chapter in a long history of civic service has come to an end for Warrnambool's Glenys Philpott. Ms Philpott has stepped down from the RAD Health Committee of Management after 25 years. While she is proud of the work done by RAD in this time, she believes the Lookout Residential Rehabilitation Centre is the missing piece. She will stay involved in the Lookout Committee as it continues to fight for funding to get the facility built. Ms Philpott is a former Warrnambool City Council Mayor and a recipient of the Order of Australia Medal. A plan to future-proof Warrnambool has been tabled by the City Council. The draft Warrnambool Community Service Future Plan 2040 has been released for community feedback. The plan is based on projection Warrnambool's population will grow to 40,000 by 2040. Among the major projects listed are the redevelopment of the Archie Graham Centre and a community centre in the east of Aberline Growth area. Continued attention will also be given to kindergartens and child healthcare, as well as sporting reserves. The draft plan can be assessed at Council's website, with submissions closing on February the 13th. Moyne Shire councillors have delegated authority to the Chief Executive Officer to approve expenditure of up to $100,000 for the commissioning and the delivery of the investigation and associated report into the state and viability of the Belfast Aquatic Centre in Port Fairy. The decision was made on Tuesday at Moyne's January Council meeting. Councillors Jim Dukas, Myra Murrahy, Jordan Lockett and Karen Foster voted in favour of the decision, with Susan Taylor and Lloyd Ross voting against. Belfast Aquatics was handed over formally to the Moyne Shire Council on January the 17th. Southwest teenagers are learning to live without some of the world's most popular social media apps. Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat and YouTube are among the platforms banned for those under 16 years of age. The ban came in place on December the 10th, with the federal deeming it a success. While there are reports some people have found their way around the ban, the government is encouraging the platforms to continue to work to restrict access to those under 16 years of age. Close to 5 million accounts have been shut down across the banned platforms. That's all in general news, and after the break we'll return with sport and weather. Back soon.
Hi, it's Rob from the Vet Group. Heifers are the future of a dairy herd, and the Vet Group is here to help your heifers meet their potential, whether that's by monitoring worm egg counts or mineral levels, or designing a vaccination calendar to help prevent infectious disease. Our techs and vets can make things easier for you on farm by weighing heifers, assisting in synchrony programs, and teat sealing heifers to prevent mastitis at calving. The Vet Group, making herd care easy.
Catch the excitement and thrills of the Tirrandurra Rural Agricultural Show with heaps of food, entertainment, animals, face painting and more. Don't miss the Bebop Circus, Animal Nursery, the Flying Flamingos, Show and Shine and show jumping. See you at the Tirrandurra Show.
Is it time to upgrade that outdoor chair? How's your tent holding up? Need a gazebo for that special gathering? George Taylor Stores carry all the summertime essentials that you need to make this summer the best. We'll answer your questions and have you ready in no time at George Taylor Stores.
At PowerCore, we know your power is essential to you, but extreme weather can damage the network. Here are some tips to stay prepared.
Know how to open garage doors and gates manually.
Charge devices and have battery-powered torches and radios ready. Have a backup plan if you rely on life support.
And rest assured, if the power goes out, we'll be working to get it back on safely and quickly. For more information, visit powercore.com.au. PowerCore, essential as.
Tonight's sport is proudly brought to you by Nutrient Ag Solutions, Warrnambool and Timboon. Getting the most out of your farm. Contact the team today.
Welcome back, and first making news in sport. Former Orlando cricketer Brodie Couch landed a career highlight on Sunday night. Couch was a starting 11 member of the Perth Scorchers team that defeated the Sydney Sixers in the BBL final. Couch bowled 2 overs as the Scorchers restricted the Sixers to a score of 132. In reply, the Scorchers cruised through to victory in front of their home crowd, scoring 4 for 133 inside 18 overs. Allinsford Panmure walked away with an impressive bounty after a successful long weekend of cricket. The Gators have another trophy in their cabinet and are $15,000 richer after winning the SunGold 2020 Cup on Sunday. Batting first, the Gators made 9 for 155 from their 20 overs. Colac United fell just short in reply, finishing all out on 151 from its allotted overs. Ethan Boyd took 4 wickets for the Gators, while Dylan Slater made 101 from 51 bowls for Colac United.
It's just, comes down to backing yourself, and that's what I think we're very fortunate that when I'm bowling, we've got a plan, whether it's at the stumps or if it's up there and whatnot, and fortunate enough to execute it. I think what determined our match today, to be honest with you, was probably our fielding. I think we were unbelievable.
Exactly right.
So, yeah.
Texan Aaron Rootsall took out his second Grand Annual Sprint Car Classic at Premier Speedway on Sunday night. The 2024 champion survived a tumultuous 40-lap feature to win Monty Motorsport, the $60,000 race. Inside the first 10 laps, a multi-car clash saw most of the top 5 taken out of the race, leading to a physical altercation between Tim Keating and Ian Madsen. Despite multiple challenges from Brock Hallett, the American checked out to take the winner's flag ahead of fellow classic champions Lockie McHugh and Hallett.
It's no secret that it's been a pretty dismal trip. We've been struggling really bad, and it's no one's fault, but you know, Neil's tried everything at least twice, and man, it's like I said, it's been a struggle. And I thought we were really good last night, and circumstances with the yellow and whatnot, we kind of just came back out with the exact same package, but what could make us just a little bit better, just fine tuning, and man, we were on rails. I could run so much harder, I felt like, than everyone else, and Luch told me if I didn't bring it in on the hook, I was fired. So maybe that's how I figured out I could run it so much harder than everyone else. So, and it sucks that all that happened, because I still felt like, as good as our car was, we might have been able to come through there and still win. I mean, we got rolling really good there at the end. So, but hey, either way, I've been on the shit end of it, and I'll take it any way I can get it. This one means a whole hell of a lot. This one, it means a lot more to me, and I know this time I actually get to take some stuff home with me and actually get to keep my suit and stuff, so I'm even more excited to win this one.
The Australian Open tennis dreams of a talented player with strong connections to the Southwest has come to an end. On Monday night, Madison Inglis was knocked out of the Open in the 4th round. Inglis was defeated on straight sets by Polish star Iga Swiatek. Inglis's mother is from Karamat and her father hails from Mortlake. The family now resides in West Australia. Madison's local connection stretches back to 2010 when, while visiting family in the area, she won the Warrnambool Junior Grass Court Open for under 14 girls. That's all in sport today, and in Warrnambool, a partly cloudy day with smoke haze in the east, strong 35-kilometre winds throughout the day and topping at 18. After the break, we'll go through the rest of the forecast. Back soon.
At Lava Street Veterinary Clinic, our team provides gentle, professional care in modern facilities. This November, enjoy a free dental check and 20% off dental procedures. Book today. Stop by 1051 Raglan Parade.
Intersport Warrnambool, a locally owned, family-run business, supports community sports. We offer a great range of boxing equipment and the best home fitness gear available. Your fitness is our focus. Our friendly team are ready to help with great advice on a wide range of sports footwear. Plus, with the latest in activewear from Lorna Jane, you'll be looking your best. Drop in, meet the team and see what's new. Intersport Warrnambool, still local, still the heart of sport.
B&B Furniture Plus now stock a range of adjustable beds. They have mobility aids to help you live your life to the fullest and lift chairs for the best in comfort. B&B Furniture Plus is locally owned at 203 Lava Street, Warrnambool.
At PowerCore, we know your power is essential to you, but extreme weather can damage the network. Here are some tips to stay prepared.
Know how to open garage doors and gates manually.
Charge devices and have battery-powered torches and radios ready. Have a backup plan if you rely on lab support.
And rest assured, if the power goes out, we'll be working to get it back on safely and quickly. For more information, visit powercore.com.au. PowerCore, essential as.
Tonight's weather report is proudly brought to you by Anchor Point Retirement Village. New homes are being built now. Book a tour today.
Welcome back. In Port Fairy tomorrow, 22 degrees with a cloudy day and 30-kilometre winds. Friday, partly cloudy with a top of 25 with only 1 millimetre and a chance of a thunderstorm with southeasterly winds. Saturday, only 2 millimetres with a shower, a cloudy day and a chance of thunderstorms with southeasterly winds. Daytime temperatures reaching to 33. Mortlake, warmer than other parts of the state tomorrow with a partly cloudy day and a top of 29 degrees, 30-kilometre winds. Friday, partly cloudy with a top of 35 with 35-kilometre winds. Saturday, topping at 33, showers 2 millimetres. In the Colac and Camperdown region, partly cloudy with a top of 27, the chance of smoke haze. Only 34 degrees on Friday with a partly cloudy day and light winds. Saturday, only 1 millimetre to fall with a top of 29 degrees and a partly cloudy day. Over on the coast in Port Campbell, tomorrow we'll be facing 21 degrees with no rain expected. Friday, partly cloudy with a top of 23 degrees. Saturday, 22 degrees with only 2 millimetres. In Warrnambool tomorrow, a top of 23 degrees with southeasterly winds. Friday, with a partly cloudy day and a top of 27 degrees and only 1 millimetre to fall with light winds. 2 millimetres on Saturday with 23 degrees and a cloudy day. That's it from your Southwest Local News team, and thank you for tuning in, whether that be online, on podcast or on 3-Way FM. If you missed any of the bulletin, you can watch it back on demand on Fitzmedias Facebook page. Until Friday, with peace, good night.